Hello everybody, welcome to the channel if you are new, and welcome back if you are already a subscriber. In today's video, we are going to be doing a real-time plan with me for the week of October the 20th through the 26th. So we are 1 week before Halloween. Halloween is next Friday. So excited, at least at the time of filming this, of course. Halloween has already happened, I think. Or is happening? No, it's already happened. I love when I feel like I'm in a weird planner journal multiverse. I'm sure we all feel that way if we're content creators and posting. But I am using the Cozy Halloween kit. I've got the Hobonichi Cousin and the mini kit. I think I just went a little overboard the year that I bought them. I don't know that I would buy the mini kit again just because it obviously is meant for larger planners, but we are going to be trying to use up as much of that kit as humanly possible. But for this portion of the video, we are going to set up some trackers. So if you guys have been around for a while, then you will kind of know how this goes, what this looks like. I'm kind of methodical about it. So first I am going to be using N89. It's just a really, really soft, light gray that I am going to use for all of my tracking bars, so that we can let them dry before we write on them. So this bottom line is for my water, then I've got mood, energy, and weather. If I have this space, I put weather at the top. If not, I create like a weather tracker over here, and then I also need to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do it on the 8th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's gonna make this side look a little bit darker. Okay. And we will let those chill out a little bit. So some things that I'm going to do while that all dries is I'm going to use a black Uniball 1 I wish I had, all of my like pencil boards have gone rogue and I don't know where they've exactly run off to, but I certainly need one. We're getting to the part in the planner where we're having to like stack things behind as well, to like get everything on the same level. That's not a thing right there. There we go. That's a little bit more even. I'm gonna grab a pencil board. I'm sure they're just hiding in all of the journals because I've been bouncing between 2024 journals and 2025 of late. So I normally go a few pages back. I don't do it exactly, just so it's a little bit of a softer look. And if you guys can hear traffic a little bit more than usual, it is because I have windows open. It is actually really pleasant outside. Okay, and then I do need to do kind of something for the others. Do I want to use another gray or do I want to use a color? I don't think at this stage in the kit making she was doing the, I don't know, we could do this and use up this big block. I think that's what we're gonna do. Just in the spirit of using up kit supplies. I really like this, and it would incorporate all the colors. Do I want to space it? No. And then that is where I'm going to put the weather. And then we're gonna hop down here. Why is my pen skipping? It was doing so good. Okay, so that is my personal list. I'm gonna go ahead and slash off skincare. I do need to plug in some bills here, but I don't 100% know what they are yet. So I will put, so in between now and when we film the next clip, I'm gonna write down the weather because I need my phone for that, and I will write down my bills. That will be how I do that, because Friday is payday and there are some things that I will be able to set up. Okay, now we're gonna flip this little guy over. And we wanna go a few pages in. And so now we're gonna write our planner's to-do list. So we've got trackers, then we've got daily, weekly, weeks, 5-year, and September 2024. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and mark off trackers for today. Then I can also do a slash for weekly because we're working on that now. And I think that's where we're gonna land. So then we get into my apartment checklist, which is make bed, dishes, floors, litter box, (10 minutes) and 1 task. Okay, I've already made the bed. I need to do some dishes and mainly just put everything away. So we're gonna leave it there. It's also 8 o'clock in the morning, so there's not a super screaming lot to do. I'm gonna let all of my bars dry a little bit more and put that pin off to the side for right now. And then, I don't know why I have, oh, because I had to move my stuff for sticker books, Jesus. Okay, so I thought that I really wanted to play with some colors this particular week, so I'm gonna be using avocado green. Is that it? No, pistachio cream. Now I'm questioning my whole life decisions. I think I wanna use, do I want that one or? Well, that's a conundrum. Normally, I think I use avocado green, not the pistachio, so that's what we're gonna do. It's like more, I don't know, more spooky, more rustic, so that's what we'll use. That's why I think I've always used that one. Okay, so we're using Uniball 1 pins for this week. I'm like, yeah, I just don't want it to look as springy, so we'll use that one. I think what I want to do is use the avocado for personal and the brown for work is how we're gonna do this, okay? So I want to get a planner sticker. I don't have a lot that I'm gonna be able to pop in at the moment, really. This is the most annoying part of my process, is always finding out that this is like the last one. Okay. So I'm gonna pop in this little guy. At around 7 to 8. I'm gonna put it here. That there. Put this up here. I'm gonna do like a really simple dot for tidy apartment, because that's what I was doing other than getting ready this morning. And then pop this little guy in here. Film plan with me. And I think that's all I'm going to get up to, is just like tidying and filming this morning before I leave, like other than obviously getting ready for the office. And then I want to take a look at my work to-do list. I feel like the majority of my day is going to be like reports. So let's find a nice little work sticker that works for that. And it's going to, oh, I like these. I haven't used one of those yet. So maybe. I could also use like a lot of the gray offices. No, that one, because I haven't used any of them. Perfect. Okay. I definitely want to use some of the other office-y type stickers. Like I have a Halloween one that'll work really good too. Okay. Then I'm gonna go a little bit over just because I can. For this. And I might even try to go in early, truthfully. I don't think that's gonna happen though. Full disclosure. I could put this here and then use it on both days. Okay. I'm trying to get it as close to this line as possible. Okay, now we're going to use brown for me to do a couple dots. So I'm gonna do Mahan. Did this just like go dead on me? Like, what the heck? Okay, so we still have plenty of ink in this bad boy. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I don't know. I guess it's just very light. I don't know what the deal is with this one. Okay, so I'm gonna do Mahan, then Sorn, Burger. I hate this so much. And then Oros. I don't know what the situation is. Yeah, it's like just completely stopped. And naturally, it's like the first day, so it's like super freaking sloppy on top of that. Love that for us. Okay. Hopefully it'll get better. Okay, and then Dyer. That's like not even there. I'm definitely gonna have to figure this out. I don't know what's the hold up, but I'll keep trying to figure that out in between our next clip. So yeah. Those are the main things that I have to get done today that are work related, and then I can list off more things after that, but that's the big thing. I'm not going to draw the line to where I finish work and do any after work things because I don't really know what the day is going to hold quite yet. As far as energy, I would say I have really good energy, and then as far as my mood goes, I would say I'm not ecstatic, but I'm pretty high up there. So that is where I'm gonna hop off for right now. Sorry about the crazy pin issues. And I will catch you guys later this afternoon, and we'll update some more stuff and prep for tomorrow maybe. Or maybe I'll catch you in the morning. We'll see where we land. All right, so we're gonna get a little bit of catch up done. So first things first, I do wanna call out that it is Thursday morning. I have not logged the weather yet, but we can work on some trackers and cleaning stuff up. I've been doing some stuff in real time. Like you'll notice I added a few work tasks to the mix. I just thought it was best to go ahead and add them in real time. If I could. So we're gonna do slashes for skincare, vitamins. I didn't completely log my meals yesterday, so I still need to go back and do that. I do get a dot for my steps yesterday. Okay, no bills have been paid. That will happen on Friday. I've already marked off anything I did yesterday in a water or planner sense. I really didn't get to much. I did do some dishes. I worked on floors yesterday, the litter box, and one task. I did get mop and mat done, so I'm gonna go ahead and check that off. I like started some stuff the day before, so that covers that. And then Monday, what happened? I think I went ahead. Oh no, I came home on Monday. That's right. Because I was going to be remote on Tuesday. And I was remote on Tuesday. So I came home and I had the chili for dinner. And I did a workout. So let's start with when I left work, which was 4:30 on this particular day. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I left at 4:30. I really just worked a majority of it. I did update my planners though, again, with all of my missing pencil boards. Okay, so I'll do a cute little dot for I just worked on that for a little bit. I did do some research, so I'm hoping I can find that one pretty easy. I think it's in my random set. There it is. Okay. And we'll just use the little icon. I like the idea of bouncing back and forth this particular week a little bit. Okay, and so I researched coaching programs. There we go. And that was a little bit of that. Most of it was work related. The next thing I did was a workout in my apartment. So I did my hourglass workout. And while I was at the office, I also finished, just to fill the space, finished Twilight. And then as far as continuing my watch goes, there it is. I started Night at the Museum. I don't remember, I don't know what my correlating, normally I'm like, okay, this character crosses over, and I can't think. Oh, Rami Malek is in Night at the Museum. I kind of did 1.5 of 2. Again, just worked on kind of updating planners, tidying the apartment, because I've already seen this a few times. And I'm gonna put November setup, because that's what I started working on. Okay, now let's fill in some trackers as we connect dots. So we've got mood. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. I hope not. I'm not in the most energetic mood or energy. Like, I don't know. I'm in a funk again. It's just what it is, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying not to be in a funk, but we are where we are. I'll connect that last dot in a minute. I just don't want to risk smudging it, honestly. So I don't feel like that's going to improve the mood. So we've got personal, and then we'll do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I'm going to write bills. Planners. I'll be very curious to see what my trackers turn into before the end of the year, and like how we go into 2026, because some of these I can feel need to be updated or changed. I do think that it's really important. Dishes aren't put away, but they're actually done. I can feel like some of them are not useful, and I do really believe that you should like kind of audit from time to time and just be like, hey, I feel like this is or is not serving. That does not belong there. You belong over here. Okay, so continuing. I am so sorry. That is outside and I can't do a darn thing about it. That's really annoying. I'm sorry. Let me do that there. And then I need to find a little sneaker. And I do not so I did night at the museum. Oh no, 2 and 3 on this particular day. I also did my new moon tarot before going to work out. I really like that I chose this green and that it's for personal, mainly because the cappuccino brown is making me crazy. I would have run, like, I think I ran not ran, but I did my cardio at like 8 because I was working by this point, but just for the sake of documenting, I think it's okay. So I did modified. She said it wasn't messing up, and then it started to mess up. And I actually did 10 minutes at 12, so I was actually really quite pleased with myself in this particular thing. And then I did need to get into some work. So I have actually not been super terrible awful. Oh, that's my new moon and Libra spread. You're getting like a little peek there. I have been really good at my little task list lately. So I actually will get to use that, which is kind of nice. I think just in the essence of, because this kind of looks like it's working and it works with the theme, I think I'm going to try to use some of these up because I don't really have a lot of like working from home style stickers that are good for this. And I'm not gonna have very many, so we can use this for like both sides, I think. Because I'm gonna be, all my remote stuff is backwards AF this week. Okay, so I'm gonna test this out and hope for the best. Okay, we're just gonna hope for the best here. I think it's just gonna be hard to do. Everything is everywhere. Okay. Dyer, Muzzy, Murray, Sornberger, Inwood. Let me put this here. I'm gonna try to remember. Muzzy, Murray, Sornberger. This is so annoying. And I really just can't let it go. Ouch. Muzzy, Murray, Sornberger, Dyer, and Inwood. I'm sure you guys are seeing the whole freaking top of my head now too. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go over those a few times. I'm so sorry. Like, this pen and I are gonna have like a full-on fight. I don't know what's wrong with it though. Like, it's not close to the end. And every time I think I'm like on a good side of it, it tricks me. So it is what it is, I guess. Okay. So had a few things going, and then as far as work goes, or non-work tasks go, so I tidied the apartment, and then I did a VS try on for the things I bought at Linux, and then I do need a little play button sticker, which I feel like I saw in the back, but I could be wrong. Clearly very wrong. There it is. It's like in the middle. Okay. And I did not film this late in the day. It was earlier. Honestly, a lot of this work stuff got done later in the day. I just like it all together. Film. Oh, that does not sound healthy. In case you heard that coughing, it was not me. Okay, film September 2024 flip and post, which was the upload for yesterday in the timeline. Okay, all of these trackers except for my weather is done. Okay, moving on to Wednesday. Like I said, I had very, very little to do. I'm not gonna, whatever, I guess I am, because I've put it for everything else. I guess I'm gonna have to order new movie icons, especially with Christmas on the horizon, because I watch so much stuff in October. I mean, I watch a lot of content without that, you know, but there's a fourth. It's like an animated movie, and then I tidied the bungalow, and then I headed home, but I did go to Kroger on the way home and talk to Jen. That's really sloppy, but you can't really see it because of the like ghosting, so no pun intended in the ghosting realm. I did not come home and work out. I ate, and then I actually did work a little bit at Jeff's, so I'm gonna go ahead and I think honestly, oh no, I'm like squishing everything back here, Lord. Most of what I needed to do, this is a mess, you guys. This is what happens when you just like shove rando pieces of paper back here. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think I had much to do yesterday. It was pretty easy. So I'm going to don't know if I want to do green or I did these pretty early. Well, one I did really early in the day and one I didn't. Okay, Inwood and Murray were my work tasks. And then I went to VS and Bath and Body Works. I'm gonna put exchange because that's what I was doing, and candle because that's what I needed from Bath and Body Works. And then I was home. I haven't set a sticker down yet. I tidied the apartment and I worked mainly in the bathroom on a few tasks yesterday, but otherwise I didn't do much. And then I tried to start working through my Shein order. In the essence of trying to use some other brands' stickers, and I was thinking about this like last night, of course, you know. I also could use like a cute, I do want to put a walk here. Because we did take like a little walk in the woods. We didn't watch anything that night, actually. I wish I had used these. I can definitely use them into next week too, for sure, but maybe I can, and I think I'm gonna try to use the kit too, like all the things, sweet Jesus. I could, let's get all the Hobonichi cousin kits together, I think. I could have put this like early to bed thing, because we literally went to bed with no TV. But I don't know that I necessarily want to document that, you know? So as I was saying about the use of other brands, I'm gonna use this little guy. Actually, I take that back. I use this little dude. And slutty brownie. See how clean this one writes? Like, why? Like, I have no, it's not a, I don't know. I just have a bad one. I don't freaking know. Okay, we're gonna keep these out so that I keep them in mind. And then I do wanna use like a cute sticker, something to document going to dinner with Jen, who is my awesome coworker. And then we also have a team dinner tonight, so I want something cute for that too. I kind of want something brown. Maybe. I do like the green. The green is nice. I don't want purple, for sure. And I could have done like a spooky taco thing because we went to get tacos. I could always put like a taco icon too. I like the brown. Let's do this one. And I love how I was like, oh, find the Hobonichi cousin kit. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was like right in here, but I don't want to encroach too much on that. Okay, and I'm not gonna put an icon. Frida's. And then Jen got to meet Jeff for the first time. So I've been working at this company for a while and they've never met because Jen lives out of state. Phantom of the Megaplex is what I watched. So I moved over into kind of more of like the kitschy Disney-y type of movies too, because again, I like to coordinate a character. So Rami Malek was in Twilight. Oh, how I even got to Twilight, in case you've been MIA. So I was watching Underworld. Michael Sheen is obviously in some of those films. So then I moved over to Twilight because he's also in those. And then from there, I used Rami Malek to get to Night at the Museum. And then Mickey Rooney is in Night at the Museum. So Phantom of the Megaplex. And then I think that's where it's going to stop. And I'm just going to go on like a little Disney Channel tour of some of my favorite, like, fun films in that realm. Again, I don't want to use the purple. I really like the kind of brown. I might just use the other brown here. And we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're all good. I hate that these are next to each other. If you guys have hung out with me, then you know I don't do this. I don't like it, but we're going to do it. And then I'm gonna do team dinner at Bare Bones. And I don't have time, or I don't have space to write the time because I used up a bunch of that, and it's fine. It's at 6, I know that. And then I said I was gonna use some of these, but it's okay. I like keeping things a little bit even. I don't think anything in particular is going on this weekend yet. I think it's open to interpretation at this point. Where did all my baby icons go? I do know that I am going to change my trackers a little bit. I was going to do it this week and like change some of the personal ones because I started listening to a podcast in the morning called Morning Brew. Okay, so again, we've got film, plan with me. Tidy the apartment has kind of been in here. And then I need to pick up donuts on the way into work. So I'm gonna put that in there. And then as far as actual work goes, so I can put some of these away. I'm kind of curious if I have a work situation in here. I do kind of like that, but we're not there. As a company, we're not really, and I don't feel like we're a dumpster fire. I definitely don't think that's it. Definitely not the cats. Oh, I need to use the spooky ones next week. Not that I can't use them any other time. I could have used Libra this week. Again, I'm definitely not, we're not in a frustrating place, which is really nice. I'm not upset about it, but we're actually doing really, really freaking well. I mean, I do think some people are always a little bit busier than, like, we ebb and flow, like, based off where it is. Like, my boss may be busy because she's taking a lot of appointments, and then it may flow off of her and go into service for a little while. So, and I don't know what full disclosure, I have about 20 minutes left of Phantom of the Megaplex left, so I'll be working on that. Normally I don't like to be super redundant, but I do feel like I am gonna use this because I have preps that I need to work on, so I'm just gonna put a sticker down for the preps. And I like that it's gray and it matches the spread and it lets me get rid of some of them. So we're going to do that. Okay. I'm going to bring this all with me because I am insane and need to bring all the things. So, okay. So I'm gonna flip this around so you can see where we're at for the day. Oh, that's crooked. So between now and when we meet again, I am going to put the weather in. I will track in my trackers as I'm going. I have felt like that's been really helpful to not be doing that retroactively as much, like just kind of filling it in as I do it or remember it. I feel like it's been really helpful. There's going to be some personal things in here too, like some orders I need to make, all kinds of fun stuff is happening. And then, like I said, we do have the team dinner, so we're probably going to get back a little bit later. So I'll probably check in the morning. We can fill in here and set up a little bit for the day. I do know as of right now, I'm sitting in on a meeting tomorrow as well, and I'm not entirely sure when it's going to be, but this is a good place to stop for now. All right, everybody, it is time to wrap up this week and this video. So I hope you guys are ready for that. I am going to start with work tasks. So like I said before, I knew that we had our team dinner, but I really didn't know what I wanted to get up to. And of course I did not test this ever-loving blasted pen. Basically I figured out I have to hold it a certain way. Okay, we're gonna go with that and hope. Nope. Oh, this is very aggravating. So I did work on Fallowfield's prep. And then like I wish I could just like hold it straight upright like a normal pen. Writing a little bit slower helped on that one. Yikes, times a million. That is so sloppy and I hate it so much. Okay, but on a good note, I do really think that that was the end of that kind of like work factor. Okay, then I am going to use this pen because I left a little bit early. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I left about 30 minutes early so that I could go home. I'm sorry, traffic sounds extra crazy outside today. because of the fact that, A, it's raining and people don't know how to drive in the rain, so that's a big problem. Okay, I do want to use a little film icon. So like I said, I've really been trying to handle, I do want to keep these in order because I'm working on something else. My main focus has been like 3 tasks every day. So 2 of my tasks were one of these preps and then this person's paperwork. The other was to try to get, I think 10 pages done in my 5-year, which I didn't hit 10. My hand kind of gave out a bit, unfortunately. How far over did I? Okay, I didn't. That's really helpful, actually. I should have used my tweezers because there's no way I'm getting that little guy up now, I don't think. Nope. No, he lives there. That's okay. Just this one time. Okay, and then I'll do don't want to take up too much space, but I did watch Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire. And then I want to see what kind of stickers I have for the rest of these kits to see if things pop up that I really want to play with. I think I might use this little heart. I could use this one. I do like these little dots. I think I might use some of those full boxes. It's going to be kind of uneven. But again, my kids are the gift that keeps on giving because I never use one in a whole year. I am gonna need a planning type of sticker, like a ketchup thing. Okay, so I think I want to use these for the weekend. I don't even actually know if I bought, no, I didn't. I thought I might have bought some of the A6. Refills, but I didn't because it's like a black cover instead of brown. I wish you would make ones for the 5-year. I might have to put in like a little request about that. So we are going to use we're just going to clean this sheet out. I think that's lovely. And I'm just going to write in September 2024 5-year. And then I did some budgeting. And then we went to dinner and we didn't get home until late though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is finally when I got home and settled and I was completely exhausted. Mainly because we couldn't get like a freaking Uber or a Lyft home, which was really, really exhausting. And then the next morning, I really just needed to tidy the apartment and get ready to go to work because I wanted to be at work early to spend time with my lovely coworker. Oh, another thing I had to do very early in the morning that I really did quite forget about. And this gives me the opportunity to bring out my Once More with Love stickers, which I consistently forget about and need to not forget about. So I'm gonna bring them out and keep them out, and let's see if I find anything else that I would like. Nothing's very on fire, which is fan-fucking-tastic. Maybe. Maybe. Nope. I like this one. I might need to get some of those. Okay, I'm wandering around too much in here. Let's do... Oof, it's thundering. If I lose power or something, do not get shocked. I'm just saying. I already lost power once this morning, so. I'm definitely making a whole to-do about this particular recipe. Sourdough double chocolate muffins. I don't have any arrows. Okay, I just want to make sure because I didn't want to draw one if I didn't have one. I made a chocolate sourdough starter and then used them to make chocolate muffins, and people were obsessive. So I was very, very, very excited about that. Hamilton Cold. Okay. And then let's handle some more prep, which is kind of annoying. So, need a little work. Try again. And I do kind of want to switch. I want to switch it up, but quite frankly, I don't know what to do about that because it totally works to have that other one. I don't know. And nothing was like sweat inducing. We will use one of those. Maybe this little guy. I don't know. I just really feel like that's unfortunately the one. So we're just gonna use the same ones all week long, which is fine, I guess. Just not my fave thing to do, and I certainly don't like using them like back to back, but you know what? I'm going to do this instead. Well, first of all, I need it. Okay, I was like, where's my janky pen? But I still need that. So I had a meeting that I needed to sit in on at 2 o'clock. That lasted for 6,000,001 years. It actually went very long, and I didn't get out until 8, unfortunately. Late for a Friday, and I'm not normally in on a Friday, so. And I don't think that they're going to work out as a client, so that's another fun element to that. I'm gonna leave that blank because I want to put a black check mark so I can see. So I'm gonna put Griffin at 2 p.m. and I'm just gonna have to write over it. And then I'm gonna do closure, and then also Hamilton. I'm so sorry about this, like, horrible pen situation. I know I am getting a new one soon-ish. I ordered the ones that almost are at Halloween. I really don't like how that looks, but whatever, we are where we are. Those are really the only work-related things that I had to do throughout the day, so I'm not super upset about it. I can go ahead. I'm gonna keep these out. I do want to keep some of these Once More with Love, just so we can like maybe put one more. I am trying to use them. All right, we're gonna be smart and use I can't tell if that's car noises or thunder, to be completely honest. I think that one was a car. Okay, and then I definitely didn't finish it at the office because I had to like focus. But I did start watching Don't Look Under the Bed. I did go down a bit of a nostalgic rabbit hole. And then I'm gonna do September 5-year. And then I'm just gonna abbreviate 2024 because I was working on those. And then I came home and continued. So I did a tidy of the apartment. I worked on September 5-year. I'll pull it all the way out this time. And then finished my movie and went to bed. I did do a little bit of weekend. Now it's skipping again. Okay, there we go. It just doesn't like if I don't hold paper down apparently as well. These are being finicky today. Okay, I did a little bit of weekend planning. Okay, so that is great. Saturday, let's roll right into that. This was my Halloween Town Marathon day. So every year I do want to keep this one out. Every year I do a Halloween Town kind of craft marathon. So that is 100% my day to typically do like Project Life because I can run this in the background. Yikes, I'm so sorry. Let's see if I have a sticker that we can use. I don't want to use that one. I want to use sheets I've already started using, so if I don't, I'm going to use that little guy. So we've got some options. Okay, we'll use this one since it's like a little bit beat up, and I can write inside of it. And I've already got these kind of bars, so I don't feel like we're being like super bad about this. And I'm gonna have to be okay with floating into the next day a little bit, and that's okay. It's squished, but it's there. But I did a Halloween marathon all day, which means I quite literally watch all of them. And I actually finished, and I was really happy about it. And I specifically worked on September 5-year 2024. And then I needed to film it. What is that? Sorry, I haven't written an and sign like that in a hot ass minute, so we're gonna fix that. So film and post, and then I have to get the F up out of my house because I'm going to be late otherwise. Let's see what else I can unearth. I'm gonna put these back. And these back. So I kept it. Okay, I don't think I have any shopping type of situation. So oh wait, there was like a really cute grocery one that we saw. That we could use up. There we go. Okay. And meal plan. I did think of something I do want to put on the day before that I kind of didn't remember that I wanted to do, but I did pick up Dante's. And I'm just gonna do some hearts because I love Dante's. It's my current obsession and it is way too close to my house. Meal plan, meal prep. And then, you know what? Just gonna move this guy up a bit. actually worked out before this and with heavier weights, so I'm going to get this little dude. I really don't need to be putting these this close together. Okay. Okay. And then I'm gonna do a tidy apartment and dishwasher, which would technically be a part of tidying normally, but we're gonna leave that be. I'm gonna be so late. But we are where we are right now. They also did a movie on the lawn. And I went and got popcorn. So I'm gonna try to see if I have like just like a popcorn. It might be in like, I think it's in my watching. But they did a movie on the lawn at my apartment, which I thought was super cute. But Jeff was on the way and he was not having a great day. So I just went down there to get some popcorn and to thank the lovely ladies for putting on a great day. I forgot I had these, the doodle versions. I was like, there has to be some in here. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and use this up right here because that's what I went for, and it was at like 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It was more like 7, but it started late, and then I'll do focus on the lawn at apartment. And then Jeff and I actually watched Ghostbusters. He was much more into staying in the apartment and watching that. Okay. And then the next morning, we slept in a little bit and got ready. And then, so there really wasn't a lot going on. Like, it was just wake up, get ready, because we slept in, and then we went to brunch. And I'm gonna use the brown one since this week is a little bit more brown themed because we had reservations at 11. You know what I don't remember is I did one of these. Okay, I was like, I think it's because I like the heart to be centered. Earth level. Brunch at 2 but I swear I can spell. Brunch at Tupelo Honey at 11 a.m. And then we went to Jamworth Farms. I just want to find like a cute fall sticker more than anything, but I don't know that I'm gonna have one. I mean, I say I don't have a fall sticker, but that's like the most inaccurate thing that I could say. Maybe, possibly. I'm gonna use the pumpkin. And then we went to Jaymore. I had never been before, and it's so cute. Gonna put Jaymore Farms date and just leave it there. We were not there long at all. While I chat, I'm gonna go through these and see if there's like another Once More with Love that we can sneak in here. We really weren't there long, and we got there a little bit later. So on the Google, like how far away on Google, it was saying that it didn't open till 1. On the website, it was saying it opened earlier, and we slept in. And so it literally, for the first time in like forever, our timing worked out perfectly, absolutely perfectly, where we got there for a reservation. That's Banks. She currently sounds like a tambourine because I've got her Halloween collar on her, and it's got bells, and it looks kind of like a jester collar, and it's super cute. But she's probably very distraught and upset with me about it. But yeah, it worked out all day long where the timing was just like really, really great, and it was okay. I like that, because it was kind of a scary movie. Let's do that one, because I don't know what else I would use. I mean, there's other scary movies that I've watched. I really liked the like cuddle date kind of vibe. But yeah, we didn't like do all the activities that we could have or anything, because we also didn't have anybody else with us. Like, we didn't have a kid, you know, and normally that's something that we would do like with his brother and his nephew. And I just really hate that we kind of didn't have that. So, we got back about 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to put this little cute thing, and guess what we got? We got Dante's, because we love Dante's. And their pizza is really good. I got pasta the day before, so totally different. Then we watched Together and Ghostbusters 2. And then we went to bed. So it was a pretty chill rest of the day. Nothing super crazy to report. I do like the little pieces of the kit that I got used, but as you can see, we still have a literal F-ton left to go in that department. So we'll have plenty more plan with me's with this particular kit. I'm just the worst kit user on planet Earth. But yeah, I hope you guys, I'm gonna switch this to that. Perfect. And I hope you guys enjoyed this plan with me. Like I said, I know I'm not the best kit user, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video nonetheless and are having a splendid spooky season. By the time this video posts, Halloween will have occurred, and so will Day of the Dead. So I hope both were great for you and your family and your loved ones, and you are looking forward to a month of gratitude and all of that fun stuff as well. And until I catch you in the next video, enjoy creating your own little fall wonderlands. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.